it's time to create a form. I'm in our options page file, and as you can see, I've already created a form. This form has nothing unique to WordPress. This is all Bootstrap markup to make it look pretty. Pause the video and type this all out, or you can download the HTML from the resources section. Let's go over what's going on. As you can see, I created a form input for each option we created when our theme was activated. I've also made all text translatable using the _e function. One important thing I want you to note is the name attribute for each input. As you can see, I prefixed everything with JU _. This is to prevent any collisions with any other data WordPress sends out when we submit this form. So, how do we get forms to submit correctly? Well, it's pretty simple. In the form tag, I'm going to set the method to post. The action will be set to admin-post.php. This is very important. Whenever you create forms, this is the URL you should submit your info to. To be more specific, forms on the admin side of WordPress. There are a couple of things we need to do before this form is fully functional. We face two problems. We're not the only ones who will be posting data to admin-post.php. So we need to make WordPress know when our form is the one being submitted and what data to update. The second problem is XSS injections. This form can be easily recreated and submitted without our permission. The answer to both these problems are simple and taken care of by WordPress. First, create an input field that should be hidden. Its name should be Action. WordPress will search for this field and check its value. The value of this field will determine what function to use to save this data. I'm going to set this value to JU_save_options. You'll see what this does in a moment. Next, we need to make our form secure from XSS attacks. So, WordPress recommends we create a field with a unique key that is created when we visit this page. Then, we will be able to validate this key when our form is submitted. WordPress provides a few handy functions to do this for us. The first function is WP_NONCE_field. I provide a link to this function in the resources section of this lecture. Here's what WordPress has to say about this function. The NONCE or nonce field is used to validate that the contents of the form request came from the current site and not somewhere else. A nonce does not offer absolute protection, but should protect against most cases. It is very important to use nonce fields in forms. A nonce is basically a phrase for number only once, meaning it's a number or key that is generated once. This key is generated by WordPress, so you don't have to worry about doing that. This function has a few parameters, but we're only going to concern ourselves with the first one, which is the name or action of this nonce. I'm going to set this to JU_options_verify. Let's refresh our page, and you should see this field being generated by WordPress for us. After confirming this, we can now submit and update our settings.